Okay, so I made it to this midpoint here, and while we had the opportunity, I went to go get some various items as well, including the item that was in that treasure chest over there. I should have shown that, but what was in there is an improved spear for the Dragon Knight, so his attack and strength has increased. And I also went to go get that one treasure chest that we couldn't get to before. I got that off camera as well, so it basically what happened was that it gave me the opportunity to do some grinding for my characters because they're now all at level 29, and I also got that treasure chest up there. Except for the new spear for the Dragon Knight, the other chests really didn't have anything of real significance. So we're now gonna continue on. I'm gonna retrace my steps here because that one treasure chest that I just passed can only be accessed by going this way. But then again, it's the same for the exit too. The exit is also this way. So let's start eliminating some basilisks and spiders before we get our hands on the ice dragon over there. And of course, they're all running to the dragon because they want to get some sanctuary underneath its body and its tail. Alright, and now for the basilisk. Yeah, I can tell I've been targeted. Oh, you can't run away from me, Basilisk. No way. Alright, Ice Dragon, let's go toe-to-toe.
White warrior, wielder of the ancient sword, grant me your powers. Vertum!
And away we go again. Yeah, trying to push me? Well, I'm gonna hit you in the head. For 128 points a shot. And I'm just gonna keep hacking away on your head. Now, I guess you could say I'm attacking Rome Mythal here because, of course, his avatar is a dragon and he likes ice apparently, even though he lives in 100-degree suburban Houston. And go down, you. Oh, away we go again. The battle against my arch nemesis will never end until he fully completes what he could not choose to complete 4 years ago. It'll never be over. Alright, let's pick on the ice elementals now. Slowly but surely, we're gonna melt you all into a bunch of puddles. And now it's your turn. So yeah, as it stands right now, after doing some grinding off camera to go after all those treasure chests, all of my characters are now at level 29. So it won't be long before we get to level 30, and Leonard can be equipped with the improved sword that we got him. Alright, up the hill we go. And back out onto the surface. Wind our way through this little section. Okay. Let's get our hands on some more basilisks. And we might as well take out some other enemies while we're here. Alright, there goes one. Yeah, far be it from me not to take advantage of a cache of opposition when it's standing right in front of me. And the scorpion goes out. Yeah, plus doing so will allow me to gain back more AC, of course. And having passed already through this area once to get access to one of the inaccessible treasure chests, I know for a fact that there's not one but two big monsters just around the corner to my right. So getting back some AC will be very advantageous. And who was that gained an experience level? I guess we'll know soon enough. Alright. There we go. Who was it? It was Leonard. Alright. Okay. So we can give him Sky Smasher. And that gets him his increased attributes. There's 20 more max HP for him. Everyone else is good. Okay, so that also means now we can get him, and I'm pretty sure he's already got this in his inventory, so we can equip him with the Grand Sword. So that'll make things go a lot more smoothly. How close is everyone else? Okay, my avatar needs 1,000, Yuli needs 2,000, Caesar's about halfway, Eldor's about a third of the way. Onward! Okay, so yeah, this is what I was talking about. Not one, but two giant monsters. In fact, this is a good opportunity to first find an extraction point that I didn't even notice earlier. Okay, so yeah, this is a good opportunity to bring both of my people who have Knight's power out onto the field, because we're definitely going to need it in order to take on these two huge monsters. So let's go over here first, where we can target the Wind Dragon. Okay, so I'm going to switch over to Caesar and have him go... Oh, wait a minute, I can't, because he's not in a position to do so. Alright, White Knight it is.
White warrior.
And then we'll drag it as far as we can.
Grant me your power. Vertum.
Yeah, that's right, I was giving Caesar some time off. I was giving him a break. But don't worry, we'll give Leonard the opportunity for the rematch soon enough against the Pyrodamos. Take this. I'll chop away at you until you fall. Back up just far enough that I can... There we go. There's the 3 hits there. Okay. Oh, finish it off. Right there. Come on. And now the Pyrodamos. We'll take out his little jackal friend while we're here too. Alright, now, time for some thrust to the face. Try again. I've definitely got you moving around. I'm taking about 200 points off this guy. That is some pretty impressive damage. Definitely gonna need it since Leonard's running low on fuel. I guess the Dragon Knight's services won't be needed after all. One more. Yep, there it is. And it didn't come from Leonard. Alright, so... And my avatar got up to level 30. And since he conveniently has 9 skill points... Perfect. Alright, so... I guess my avatar and Leonard are good for now. Let's bring Yuli and Eldor back in. And we'll give the lead back to Caesar. So now we want to go down here. This is the only option available to us, so let's take it. Back into the tunnels. And I see a pretty good cache of enemies over around the bend. And it starts with you, Mr. Basilisk. Oh, come on there. Caesar, you can give a better battle cry than that. Minor enemies first. Come on, guys, you can do it. And I did believe I did see a critical hit there from someone. You shall all be melted. You're gonna melt faster than the Wicked Witch of the West. But for you ice elementals, it'll definitely take a lot more effort. Of course, all it took to melt the Wicked Witch of the West was to throw a bucket of water in her face. Alright, so we want to go to the left once we reach this fork in the road. There we go. More enemies to defeat. More enemies to destroy. You shall all be defeated. And now to impale the basilisk. So I'm a spear down his throat. There we go. So now we want to go this direction, because we already used that fork in the road on the right to get one of the treasure chests that was inaccessible earlier. And so we're gonna march right down here to this save point. Heal, repair all. And save. So I'm gonna take a quick time out during the save period, but I'll be right back in a moment. Okay, so we made our save, and now we're going to have the opportunity to... Now, if I remember correctly, I think I created a... Yes, I did create another lamellar armor, so... Yeah, that's something that I could only do through the Geonet, through the binding post, so I'm going to give that right now to... Yeah, I might as well give it to Leonard. And he can be equipped with that. We'll store these two items. Okay, now satisfied. We'll move on to the next line of defense. And I see a dragon that's wanting to protect the basilisks here. So let's get him out of the way before we start using the knight's power. What the? I was about to say, is the ice elemental attacking me? But no, it's not. Alright, with those guys out of the way, let's give Yuli and Eldor a chance to show off. Ooh, that was some good damage. Yeah, that was very impressive. Alright, over to Eldor. Let's rip into you. Whoa! Amazing! Stay on the offense. Stay on those legs. Impressive. Alright, so that means that the use of the knight's power completely unnecessary. Of course, I gotta remember that I had used the correct attacks. Oh, maybe I should have used the knight's power. Yeah, because Eldor's in a bit of trouble there. Come on, I gotta be close. Oh. I'm gonna use heal plus here. Oh, but only one person got affected. That sucks. But on the positive side, Yuli is now at level 30 thanks to the death of the Ice Dragon. Which means that she now can get some new skills. Okay, I don't need to worry about those. Let's take some of these lesser skills out of the way. Help her learn those. And then Eldor and Caesar. Caesar's knocking on the door. Eldor needs about 2,000 more points. Okay, so I was also able to bind a new bow for Yuli during the break. So we'll give it to her right now. And now, yeah, why not? Let's go ahead and use the save point to repair all. And then let's continue on. Yeah, we left the ice elemental all alone. But not anymore. Here we go. More puddle creation. Don't you just love it? And down it goes. Okay, we are almost out of here. And perhaps it's a good thing that my other two characters didn't use, or rather that Caesar didn't use the Dragon Knight's power, because I get the feeling that, and I'm pretty sure that there'll be at least one more giant monster once we arrive on the surface to deal with. We'll know it in a moment. So, yeah, we're pretty much at the end here. Alright, up we go. Not much left to it now. Some more scorpions to deal with, and I see another basilisk. All worth it for the extra experience. Slash away on these things. There we go. And now Caesar is at 30. So that means the only one who's not at 30 yet is Eldor. Thank you for the cure. Run for that cure, guys. Ooh. I'll take exception to that. And now you're gone. Yeah, I was right. There's another giant adversary to vanquish. Now we'll deal with you in a moment. Oh, of course, you could always deal with me right now. Yeah, some bad guys don't even want to wait. They want to see me dead right away. Unfortunately, they're picking on the wrong guy. So let's first combo the Pyrodemos with Yuli and Eldor. It's 250 points. Excellent. Enough for Eldor's turn. He's got enough for 2 combos. $280 points here. And we'll probably get something around that again. Oh, and conveniently it happens as it's getting taken off balance. Alright, Caesar, finish it.
Vermilion Drake, leveler of ancient lands. Grant me your power. Their tone.
Alright, who wants to have a thrust in their face? For I shall oblige you, Pyrodemos. I'll make you bleed like no one's business. I find all those veins and arteries and make blood come out each and every one of them. Just like that. He's gone. Did someone get poisoned? Nope, we're all safe. Okay, for some reason I thought I saw someone getting poisoned during that. Is there a treasure chest up here? Or anything else of other great import? Can't see anything from this perspective, so I'm going to assume that the answer is no. Okay, so let's take one last turn and reach the finish line. So, having now completely navigated all of the Van Haven wastes, we have arrived at our destination, Sinca Village. And as you can see, there's not much of it left. It is a ghost town.
This is it?
Yes. Sinca Village at last. This is the place where it all began.
Wow. Not much to look at, is it?
No, unfortunately not.
That's strange. It feels familiar.
Why is that?
Let's make camp here. Then I can explain everything.
Huh. I hope so.
Oh, there you are. I was wondering where you were. Are you having a stroke, Setti? And no one's even aware of it. I guess the stroke is over.
Hey, so you ready to start explaining now?
Yes, of course. Sorry. I was just collecting my thoughts.
So go on.
So, you wanted to know the truth. I will tell you about the Knight's greatest secret. 17 years ago, a massive earthquake struck, tearing the land asunder. The great gash it left in its wake came to be known as the Dogma Rift. Now, as it happens, many ancient artifacts were uncovered from this rift. Among them, the armor and arc of the White Knight. However, amongst the artifacts, they found something far more incredible.
Then the Knights? Like what?
Living children.
Are you kidding? At the bottom of a giant hole in the ground?
It was a miracle. Perhaps some frighteningly powerful magic had locked time, or frozen their bodies. In any case, it was as if time had stood still for them. The palace at the bottom of the Dogma Rift stood as clean and new as the day it had been built. 4 infants were found inside, along with 1 youth. They were raised right here, in Sinca Village.
A youth?
Yes. With the babies, there was a young boy, 5 years of age. When the people of Sinca Village found the children, they chose to look after them themselves, believing they were a blessing, a gift from the gods.
I think I see where this is going.
Me too.
But those children represented a terrible secret.
They were pact makers of the Knights, right?
Yes, indeed. They were the 5 who gave their souls to the Knights in the Dogma Wars. When the Sinca Village headman learned the truth, he knew the 5 children could not be allowed to stay together for long. So, he set out to find foster parents for each of them.
Wait, are you saying that the headman was...
Medius. Yes, it was my father.
Which means me and Leonard and Kara, we're the babies that were found down in those ruins.
That is correct.
That's
Quite
some
amazing, huh?
coincidence for all of us to meet.
It was no coincidence. All of you have been brought together deliberately. Someone wanted it that way.
Deliberately? No way. Me going into the castle, finding the vault, seeing the knight, that was all just a fluke.
Do you really think so? What if someone had set it up to happen?
How could they?
Someone has led you to where you are now. Someone wants the power of the knights to come together. Someone has been controlling you this entire time.
No. It can't be.
Care to explain, Eldor?
It was you, Eldor, wasn't it? And the King of Balandor? Was that you too?
You're one of the ancients, aren't you? Somehow you managed to cheat time and travel to this age. Am I right?
It is as you say. I come from the era of the Dogma Wars.
I knew it.
That explains a lot. No wonder you could escape my dragon sight.
Still, I was not the one who killed the King of Balandor.
No more of your lies, old man.
Eldor. I trusted you.
Uh-oh. Yeah, this is about to get really bloody. Or maybe not.
He got away.
Eldor. No.
Why would he do this?
When all the knights come together, it is said the final awakening will begin. And with it, the power to rule the entire world. He must know that as well as anyone.
So Eldor was trying to conquer the world. I bet him and Grizel, they were working together.
Not necessarily. It could be that each of them had their own separate agenda.
This is getting complicated. So, what's the plan now?
We go to the Dogma Rift.
The hole that opened up 17 years ago?
Yes. One knight still remains inside. They say it is the greatest and most powerful knight of them all.
I see.
Adalmaya, ruler of daylight. Known in the Dogma Age as the Sun King. No matter what else happens, we mustn't allow Grizel to get his hands on it.
But even if he did find it, there's nothing he can do without the Pact Maker, right?
No. He himself will be able to use the power of that night.
What?
Grizel is the chosen Pact Maker of the Sun King. He was
That's
the
not
5-year-old
good.
boy who was discovered in the ruins.
Grizel? A pack maker?
He gets his hands on that power, we'll be in big trouble.
Then let us hurry. We must head west to the Dogma Rift. In it lie the greatest ruins of the Dogma Age.
All right. Ready for this?
Yeah.
Eldor.
Ah, forget about him. So, let us get access to the treasure chests, since we now can do so. We now have Knight's Awakening in our artifact bag. And this grants a small amount of HP to all nearby allies. Who can we give this to? Well, since we're in a town, we can effectively equip it right now. Okay, he is maxed out. So, let's give it to Caesar. He has power to spare. And for those of you wondering, Fire Bulwark would put me too high. Unless I replace that. Because the power gem doesn't really give me much, only 2 extra attack points. Okay, so where we want to go is around the fireplace because, yeah, we're having a hard time stepping over stuff. Want to make sure I leave nothing behind because I think there's also... No, there isn't. Okay, so... check to make sure I leave absolutely nothing behind. Up the stairs. Nothing that way. So all the way out here we find ourselves a traveling salesman. Hello there to you too. So this is the last place that we can get weapons and armor from in this game. And so definitely very helpful at this point to get pretty much everything that you'll need to take you to end game. So let's give Caesar the Partisan. Oh, yeah, I already gave Julian an improved bow through binding, so I don't need to worry about that. We are going to need the silver plates, because they're all level 30 weapons and all level 30 armor. I was about to say all level 30 weapons and armor, but that's not true at all. So, pretty much everything, head, body, arm, and leg will be the silver items. And this is a huge jump, as you can obviously see. Alright, and then scout boots for everyone, because doing so will allow us to maintain a lower burden on each of the players so that they're not slowed down. That's very essential. And we might as well give Caesar a shield because he can be equipped with one in addition to his spear. So yeah, as you can see, that took a lot off of us. But I do believe that we are now satisfied with who has what, and we are. Okay, so... since we have people at level 30, let's give Caesar some more skills. I believe this is the last one he can... Yep. Which means he can now get his level 2 attributes. Excellent. So, yeah, there's no reason to repair anything, so we're going to make it a point to save now. And having gained all the information that we need, the Dogma Rift is just the stone's throw away. So we'll take a quick time out and be back with the continuation in just a moment.